honored and thrilled that you came. Have a seat if you haven't already at one of the tables here at Daniel's table. I'm Michele Garcia. Most of you may know me, but I'm founder, owner of Cielo Sober Living and Spiritual Retreat, and then Cielo Spiritual Foundation, which is a nonprofit that holds events much like this one and the many other ones we've held. Maybe every 3 months, quarterly, we do spiritual retreats or networking events. And just in the spirit of really bringing the community and different business owners and entrepreneurs together to support each other, Daniel and I, kind of brainstormed this idea of collaborating together so you could get a taste of his delicious cuisine here, which I honor and respect because it's organic and seasonal. And I know being in the holistic world of consciousness, as most of my friends and colleagues here are, you could appreciate, he puts a lot of love into what he does. And so it just seemed really fitting for us to get to share this space for this. And so I'm going to give you all an opportunity to share about what you do for a minute. I got this idea really from ATS, which is an outpatient treatment program that a lot of my clients go through, also holistic and nearby in Rancho Mirage. And they're here to share about that. But, all of you do something beautiful and contribute in a beautiful way. So what better way than just to come together and share a little about that so that we can, interdependently support each other, because that's valued for me. I'm very community orientated. I'm always, and I've been since I worked in Malibu and started in this industry, and even before that, big on collaborating. I'm a team player, I always have been. I would no way have made it in the field that I work in had I not been. So many of the people that I love and respect are really that way too, and that's how we've had the legs to last as long as we have in such a very, very tumultuous industry, as you can say, that is sometimes so vital for us to really hone in on our own inner works. This is also why I put together the retreat. So I'll do a little sound for healing for you. It's kind of an example of the sound baths I do, although I use gongs, bells, a lot of other things when I do it at home for the clients and for other people's events and for staff at treatment centers, or wedding bridal things, or business men I've done in La Quinta that come together for, I think it's so cool, these big CEOs, and they're like, we want to do a spiritual retreat to nurture our staff, so can we have you, like this chef I know in town invited me because she knew I did it, and so got to do that, and then they got to do more because of it. So it's just fun to bring that into people's life. I've been doing it for a couple decades. I had a treatment center for women that I licensed and founded in Tarzana. It was 6-bed residential, and that was an honor and a lot of fun. But that brought me out here eventually, where I opened, and then before that I had, a center. I worked in the treatment industry in Malibu, and I founded my own center there called Serenity Malibu. It's still there. My partner has it now, and I'm happy to say it's successful and thriving. And so are the other centers, that I've had the opportunity to help and support through both intervention, business development, bringing spiritual groups as I was going through school to get a master's in spiritual psychology. I want to share, for those of you that think you're too old in any way to go back to school and learn something. I keep going back to school to learn more. I went back to school to get a master's in spiritual psychology. I was in my 40s. So we are never too old to learn. I get inspired all the time. And, there's never, it's like, I feel like, we cannot stop getting new tools to cultivate helping people. There's so much to learn, and I never stop being inspired by other people and what they're doing and how can I, best serve. And at this point, I've got enough tools, and I'm really excited about helping you use yours and all that, because I keep going back to my dad's like, just keep focus on what you do have. You have so many things you've gone back for school for, but it's exciting, and my point is you never stop learning and growing, and in that, I hope that if you feel called to support, in support of my small businesses, there is a donate button on cielosf.org website. is a lot of ways you can donate, and it doesn't have to be financial. You might, bring your skill set to my center one day, or donate, just whatever, however. But we do have, if you do a cash kind of a donation, ways that you can get a tax write-off, because obviously I am an official nonprofit. And so that's kind of fun for you to do, I guess. I'm going to start by grounding and centering us in our loving. Invoke your inner counselor and just kind of go in, like getting in touch with your concept of God. Close our eyes, relax, and we're going to do a little activating of your energy, solar plexus. Relaxing the moment of now, letting go, letting go. I'd like you to imagine yourself at a peaceful oceanside or lake, any body of water you enjoy. Imagine the warmth beneath you, maybe the sound of the ocean's waves, the smell of the ocean, the wind in your hair. And just relaxing into an omnipresent kind of I am one with all that nature, beauty, and grace. Space of being. Taking a deep breath in now, just feeling the calm within you, making a mental note. How do I feel in my body in this now? Doing a body scan and just noticing yourself deepening that beautiful divine relationship you have with Source Energy Love, God, as you know. Let them pass, not attached, just what's so, and bringing it back to that third eye, or however you like experience. The beautiful relationship that you are vibration energy. There's so much more than the physical realm. Dropping down, so this bowl is associated with abundance and well-being. So I honor and invite you to affirm, I am abundant in all areas of my life today. My health precedes me. Connected to all life force energy love. Nice? Like that? A little vibrating. Magic! Close your eyes. Feel yourself. How do you feel in this moment, in this now? Notice that you can bring yourself to that calm and really yummy, blissful state, that interconnectedness you have with your relationship with Source, God as you understand God, and just how awesome. It's like the most important relationship in your life. Everything else comes and goes, it's impermanent, you know, life is just such a flux, but the one thing that is absolutely always there for you is that relationship you can create with, you know, your relationship with God. And it's like always there for you. And I mean, who was it that said, I think it was Amma, she's like the hugging saint. She says, love is the foundation of the universe. Love sustains everything. And I feel like I think about God as just like that universal, divine, beautiful love, that our natural state of being, you know, when you first come out like a child, fearless and just like, you know, like that. And it's like getting in touch with that space within us all that we have access to, and really letting go of the fears and letting it fall away and doing the whatever work you need to do, you know, with whatever tools you come across at different times in your life for the ongoing evolving process, help that state of being just be so more accessible. Than you can share that, because every bit of work that I get to do or that we do emulates as we move through this journey of life, right? In our stores and, you know, in our relationships, you know, and that's so valued to me, and I know to you too. So thank you for sharing, you know, this little bit of doing some inner work together before we eat. Also just sending out prayers for, you know, certain parts of the world right now that I absolutely know are needing prayer. It's such a good time to do it when we meditate. Prayer and meditation is kind of like vitamins and minerals. I mean, they just go so good together, you know. So, because when you deepen in meditation, it's like such a good time to send out prayers, you know, for others. And those unselfish prayers are just so beautiful to me. It makes our world, you make our world a better place. So thank you for that. And just being open to this experience, even those of you that are not really into it, whatever, like just the fact that you're open is a spiritual principle, and being open and honest and willing are the like magic ingredients for success in anything that you apply yourself to, in my experience, right? So it's not about the outcome, it's the experience. So my experience was really good, and it's always an honor to do this for people. And I love doing it in settings. I feel like it blesses the space too, right? So I'm grateful for that. And I've already told you about who I am and what I do. You'll probably hear a little bit more about the other business that I do. I have 3. So at this table, but we'll go start around the room real quick, and then we're going to eat some yummy, delicious food. And I definitely want Daniel to share a little bit more about the heart of what he does and why he does this work, and how interesting his story really is. Very fascinating. But we'll start with you. Oh, and this is, we're going to edit a little thing and put it on YouTube. So you can take that. That's a microphone.
Okay. Hi. Do you want me to share? Yeah. Okay. Hi. My name is Carrie Kennedy. I was invited here by Marcia and Michele. For many years, I worked with elderly and also disabled kids through the years. I'm a mom and grandmother. I just overcame, I had breast cancer, and I'm a survivor, and healed, thank God. And so it's nice to be here. It's nice to meet all of you too. Okay.
I'm Tammy. I have the blessed opportunity to be in Michelle's sober living. And it's more than a sober living. It's like heaven on earth. Because Michele doesn't come around and collect the rent once a month like a lot of sober living homes do. Michele makes us a part of her home. It is truly a home. It's a sanctuary. My mom went to be with God 2 years ago, and Michele somehow or another got me through that like you would not believe. So it's a real blessing. And anyone who enters the home can feel the love and support, and it's just a blessing. Thank you.
I'm Jessica. I'm just really blessed. I thank you for the sound bath, Michele. I will share with everybody, I had a stroke. I had a really bad overdose with fentanyl. And I had to learn to talk again, eat again, walk again. And I am a true survivor. I came to Michele Garcia's house and I couldn't go up the stairs. And I said to her, I'm gonna go get more occupational and physical therapy, and I'm gonna climb up those stairs and I'm gonna come back. And that's exactly what I did. So I just want to share my gratitude and how much I love Michele. Thank you.
Wow. Hi. My name is Sonny Wood, and it's nice to be here amongst people who are spiritual, okay, tuned in that way. I love it. I have been in recovery myself for a few decades, and now, I help with guiding some of these women who are starting out in their recovery journey. And it is a blessing. It is. It's and thank God that Michele has this home here. Where would it's? I mean, actually, what I hear about it, I want to go. It's just, it is its own little heaven on earth, actually. I mean, everything they have there is fantastic. Sound baths and jacuzzis. I mean, we didn't have that, but but we made it anyway. Who's next?
Oh my gosh, wait, hold on. Let's do it right here.
Okay.
And Miss Missy over here.
Oh,
Yes.
my close-up. Yay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming tonight. A special thanks to Daniel. This is above and beyond. It's absolutely beautiful. We're so pleased that everyone could make it. My name's Allie, and I have been at Michelle's home for almost 5 years now. So I'm kind of a staple there. I'm the mascot. And I've just grown so much with myself. I mean, when I actually moved out of the Santa Monica to be closer to my parents, and I wanted to find a place with like-minded people, and I found it, and my friends became family. So I'm really grateful for that, my experience. It's just been so positive. And we obviously do a lot of this charitable work. I know Michele kind of tapped on, doing her nonprofits. So if you feel called, please definitely, donate it for a good cause. One thing is, it's been, I guess I can say it's been kind of a slow summer. So it's been kind of rough, and Michele's just always putting things back in the house and prioritizing us. And it's really so special that somebody cares that much about you to do the things that she does for us. And I'm eternally grateful. I really am. So thank you very much.
They're ruining my makeup.
Hi, good evening. My name's Carrie Abram. Hi, everybody. Michele, thank you so much. Danielle, thank you. This is amazing. So glad to know all about you. I'm here to tell you that my life mission is... Oh, yeah, okay. My life... My life mission is to show people of all ages how they can take charge of their own health, as I did. And I offer to that end a couple of different classes. I'm a wellness educator and a Deepak Chopra certified instructor. And many, many moons ago, I took my Harvard degree to Washington, D.C. and had a big career and got very, very sick in ways that Western medicine couldn't really help me. And I got very frustrated and reached out and learned both about the latest science and the wisdom of the East. And now it's my passion to bring it to you. To that end, I teach 2 different programs. I have a 75-minute program that you can take this winter at several of the local universities here in Southern California. Or if you have a group, I can bring it to you live or on Zoom. It's called Feel Better Now. And after 75 minutes with me, you will feel better now. You will have skills and understand in lay terms the science of how to activate the body's own healing powers. And then I also teach Deepak Chopra's flagship course, Perfect Health, which is perfect health is what our bodies always are trying to get us to if we can sort of get out of the way and give them what they need. And that course is offered, Feel Better Now is almost always free. And then the Chopra course is really at a nominal fee, or you can take it at a spa in Arizona for $7,000. And so you can find out about both of those things more. You can talk to me, or it's on my website, and I have materials here. And I'm just very grateful to be here and know all of you. Thanks for helping me spread the word. Thanks a lot.
Yay.
Hello, family. My name is Bobby Jensen, and how I got to Michele's, I'll keep it short. I went to jail for 2 months. It was pretty much hell. I went to a Metcalf Recovery Ranch. It was a little madness there dealing with all these in and out personalities, and I was the only one there for alcohol, and everybody else was on fentanyl, and so it was madness for me because I've been clean off of chemicals for like 6 years come tomorrow, actually. And when I got to Michele's house, I was home. I felt at home like I've never felt before. And it was a godsend because I was talking to God, I was asking him, I was sitting in my patio, and I was lonely, and even though I had family inside, I've never felt so alone in my entire life. I started talking to God, asking him, tell him, man, I know you have a purpose for me. What is it? Tell me, give me a sign. And I just started talking to him daily and opened my heart and being willingness to accept him. And he's been great to me. How I got to Michele was a godsend. I got family now like I've never had before, and being of service, that's the way to do it. You know what I mean? And I can be of service where I'm at right now. So thank you for listening.
Try to hold us up close because it doesn't.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Dakota. I'm a grateful addict in recovery. I've been living in Europe for the last 14 years, and a year ago my mom suffered a horrible accident, and I came home to care for her. And unfortunately, as a byproduct of that decision, I fell deep into addiction at the same time. Luckily, a year later, I'm sober, and my mom has made a full recovery, so I'm very, very grateful. And I had the pleasure of connecting with Michele at the yoga studio that we attend. And I've started a business. I am a travel advisor. I book vacations and holiday destinations for families, corporations, and individuals all day, every day. I love it. It really makes my heart sing. And I have 14 years of experience traveling around the world. I've lived in 3 different countries. I speak 3 different languages. I love what I do. And right now, for the next month or so, I'm having a holiday promotion, so I am not charging any planning fees to any of my clients who wish to book some holiday travels or travels in the new year with me. So if you want some insider insights and you want to know more about luxury destinations or budget-friendly destinations to travel to, I'm your girl, and I love giving recommendations to people to have the best vacation possible. So thank you. Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Sasha, and I just feel very blessed, and I'm very pleased to be here tonight. I had the pleasure of I checked myself in during a low point in my life. I was sober at the time, but I checked myself into Michele's because I needed extra support, and I stayed there for, how long, about a month? Well, maybe a little longer than a month, maybe 2 months, and I had a wonderful experience. I made new friends, and it was honestly one of the most supportive, relaxing, intentional sober living environments that I've ever been to. And I'll just leave it at that. And I hope everyone has a beautiful night tonight. Thanks.
Thank you. Peter, I'm a man in recovery. I am a desert rat now, formerly from the East Coast. And wow, you take an uptight Jewish guilted boy from the East Coast, plant him in the desert, and tell him he has to learn how to pray and meditate. Well, I am a product of success and gratitude because of that. I had the joy of meeting Michele some time back through recovery, and great experience to both you and Denny for having us here this evening. And best I can, I am committed to recovery, period. You know, and it's the gift of recovery that I have received, and it was so freely given to me. Just the beauty of being able to pay it forward, and it's through the connections, the fellowship, and just the willingness that we all have. So I'm grateful, and thank you.
Hi, I'm Craig French. Michele and I met probably about a month ago at a recovery conference called Emergence back in LA. I live in La Quinta. I work for a company called Clear Behavioral Health. We do a detox residential, mental health residential, PHP, IOP, virtual teen. So we have a lot of services we could offer to the recovery industry. I too am an East Coast Jew who made it, who made it out to the desert, and I actually have a big passion for meditation, mindfulness. I've built a whole side business around that as well, where I teach people to be more mindful, particularly more in the corporate space. And I've worked a lot of different sales teams, particularly. So. Thank you, Michele, for having me, for inviting me, and lovely to meet all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello, y'all. I am Dustin, and I am friends with Sasha. I came here with Sasha today. Met y'all. You're wonderful. It's a beautiful place here, and I'm just on my recovery journey, and I am a caregiver, so that's what I do. I'm grateful to be here. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mark Wenner, and I'm a health and fitness writer and coach. and I'm really honored to be here. Michele, you do amazing work, and I'm so glad to reconnect with you like this here. And thank you, Dan, for all this. I'm a foodie now, and that's one thing I can do without guilt of any kind. You go.
My name is Daniel, and my wife just drugged me out here, so I'm just going to let her talk.
My name is Sewa Contreras. I work at Sam's Family Spa. It's a hot mineral water spa and resort, one of the few places that you'll find in Southern California that doesn't add chemicals to their hot mineral water pools. So come and check us out. Other than that, I do practice traditional Native American healing. So in my home, I have a sweat lodge. I do flower water limpias, and I found my recovery in sweat lodge and in practicing Native American traditions, our vision quests, sun dances, things like that. So I do have a teaching lodge. I welcome anyone that wants to come in and learn and participate. So it is at my home. And if you want to reach me, I work at Sam's from 8 to 2, Tuesday through Saturday. So you can find me there. Otherwise, Michele will have my information. She can share my phone number if you'd want to send me a text. I do limpias once a month for women. I do have a women's only sweat lodge and a co-ed sweat lodge. So let me know if you're interested, and I'll let you know when the weather permits if you'd like to come out and join and learn a little bit about that healing modalities. Thank you.
Well, my name is Leilani. I know Michele through our lovely yoga studio in Palm Desert. I've been going there now for about 10 years, actually, probably a little over 10 years now. So I've made some good friends and connections, which is lovely. I feel like sound bath, healing, yoga, everything kind of goes hand in hand with recovery, as well as just being in your own body every day. You only get one, and every body is different, and you got to make it your temple. I would love to do your sweat lodge and bring my family with me as well. This is my Aunt Teresa. I brought her as my guest. In my family, I have had drug addicts, alcoholics, I've suicide, I've been through it all. So with, still knowing how to manage it, it can still get away from you. So, just trying to stay grounded. I did my own sober September and just did it for myself. And it was the month that I used Green Day as my anthem of Wake Me Up Till September Ends. Not because I wasn't drinking or doing anything, just because it was a very hard month, and I felt like physically, the fact that it was that hard, it was awesome that I was doing it completely just in my own fields of recognizing and understanding what growth and potential I wanted to have the outcome come. And coming into October 1st on Tuesday, it was like a breath of fresh air. And the weather is among us. We're getting into double digits, so everybody enjoy the sun, because it's not going to be hot for too much longer until it is 120 again outside. But thank you, Michele, for putting this on. I work for US Foods. I'm a territory manager with US Foods. I got hired with them over a year ago, and my territory is this lovely Coachella Valley, as well as all the way up through Morongo and 29 Palms. So I go to local restaurants, local hotels. I do local sales, not national. So I communicate with restaurant owners and getting them anything they need to start up a restaurant and or provide for their, guests and patrons that come to their restaurant, whether it be supplying them with their groceries or the napkins and, linen on the dinner tables right now. So been in the service industry for 18 years, so I love the food, and I'm a foodie as well. I know you mentioned that, so welcome and thank you for having me.
My name is Teresa, and as she mentioned, I am her guest. This is my baby. I love her so much, and I'm happy to be here. I do all kinds of things, I guess you could say. Caregiving.
Entrepreneur.
I do Yeah, I do organizing, caregiving. I do doggy care. I just recently got connected with a lady, and I'm considering doing a disabled doggy care business because there's not many people out there that'll change their diapers, and I did that for a year and a half. And you know, a lot of people just can't go anywhere. You know, they're stuck at home and they just can't do anything for a year and a half, and it just really is a difficult, depressing thing. And so if you have somebody you can trust, you know, I'm considering. So you know, I just gotta do my research and see if that's something I want to dive back into, because like I said, I did it for a year and a half, and it's difficult, very difficult. Yeah. So I also do CBDs for people with
and animals.
You know, and animals. You know, so I'm getting into that. So I'm producing product, and that's what I'm going to do. So thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Juan Lopez. I'm here supporting my beautiful girlfriend, Chelsea, Michelle, and ATS. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
Hi, everyone. I'm Chelsea Ramirez. I'm with Advanced Therapeutic Services, ATS. We have a local rehab center outpatient program in Rancho Mirage. We specialize with substance abuse and mental health. We do group therapy, individual therapy. Thank you, Michelle, for having us here. And this is beautiful. Thank you. And we love working with Michelle. She brings a great service to our treatment center, which has done wonders for our clients. Our clients are always talking about Michelle and what she does for them. So we are very grateful for her, and anything that I can do to support her, I'm here. Again, Chelsea from ATS. Thank you.
My name's Kurt Hanshu, and I'm pleased to say I'm the third East Coast Jew in the room. It just worked out that way. That's it. So nice to meet Michelle and everybody here. I'm blessed. I work with a man who has recovery homes in Desert Hot Springs and looking to have a few more added to it. So thank you all for being here tonight.
Hi, my name is Frederick Rabb. I teach at the College of the Desert, and basically I'm a high-tech shop teacher. I work with students and help them turn their ideas into products. And so, you know, some of them are just personal projects. Others are things that they start off as prototypes and then go on to start selling at crafts fairs or street shows or something like that. So we have a lot of machines that will make things for you out of plastic or wood, or we can do T-shirts and stickers and candles and all kinds of stuff like that. So that's pretty much what I do all day, is facilitate students and again, turn their ideas into actual objects. So that's awesome.
Good evening, my name is Luce. I am originally from France. I am a life coach wannabe and a massage therapist since 1988. Definitely world traveler. I've been to a lot of Buddhist retreats throughout my life for the last 30 years. And I live in Desert Hot Springs and I enjoy the hot springs and the hot weather. And definitely Michelle and the location.
Hi everyone, my name is Robert Bonham. Hi, I'm visiting from Berkeley, California. Yeah, and I'm a spiritual teacher and life coach, and I guess I'm number 4. So, yeah, Shana Tova. Okay, that means Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Hi everyone, I'm Marcia, and I'm a yoga teacher, and Thank you, Michelle, for thank you, thank you for inviting me. I was really lucky. I was introduced to yoga. Should I really say how many decades ago? Then I'm telling you my age. So when I was 14, a 16-year-old in Detroit, Michigan, of all places, asked me to go to yoga. And I'm like, okay, I don't even know what it is. But I went, and my life changed. And all I did was want to find it again and again, and of course I was a kid. And I came back to it, like seriously coming back to it in my early 30s. But I was always doing some form of it, but not knowing like what to do, this and that. But it intuitively came to me. And so yeah, I teach yoga. I teach at the studio that they all go to here in Coachella, yoga, the hot yoga. Bikram, I've taught that for 25 years. I've been doing that since the early 80s. Bikram was my teacher for 4 years. I used to walk to the studio 5 minutes away. My other real inspirational teacher is truly Anna Forrest. And if you read about Anna, you'll see how like profound it is, because she's healed herself on all the aspects that we've talked about. I mean, her book is called Fierce Medicine. So I aspire to her. I'm inspired by her whenever I could see her, but she travels the world. If you ask her where does she live, she'll say United Airlines. So I can't find her that easily, somewhere in space. I also do yoga retreats in Costa Rica. However, it hasn't been since before COVID, but I've been there 9 times. And I bring people into the jungle, and it's quite the experience. But it's pretty civilized, but it's the jungle, and we get there by boat. And it's an adventure, retreat, holistic, vacay, but it's whatever you want to make of it. So I love being in nature, and I feel like so connected when I'm there in the forest, because you're thriving with all that oxygen. Besides doing yoga twice a day, if you want. It's optional. I don't say you have to do anything. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't, you don't. The food is extraordinary. Everything about it is just amazing. So that's primarily what I do. And I teach here in a country club. I teach privately. I teach virtually. So I'm kind of full with that. And then I also I created a dog business during COVID so I could get outside, because everything was virtually in my small little apartment. And so I walk dogs and I house sit dogs, and I've had the dogs that have been disabled, so I understand that. I took care of a dog that had the leg removed, and I was carrying the dog around, and so on and so on. So that's pretty amazing. Thank you, Michelle, for having everybody here. And I wanted to I met Daniel at the farmer's market during COVID, and he was buying herbs, and I wanted to get herbs, but there weren't that many left. And I said, okay, well, he needs them more than me. He's got his restaurant. And I said, one day I'll come to your restaurant, but it wasn't until today. So serendipitous. But Michelle's a really amazing spirit, and I'm glad I'm getting to know you more and more. You're just a real delight and light-filled being, really, a beam of light. And hearing all, and hearing all those stories is just so beautiful. And I met Carrie over there just the other day at Sam's. How does that happen, right? And I mean, I walked in, and she was, at that time, I think you were the only person, maybe one other person, and somehow, like in 2 seconds, I mean, literally, maybe 2 minutes, she starts talking about something, and I'm like, we were right in sync at the same time. It was just, wow. Yeah, it was just really, really amazing. And then there was another guy that pulled up, and a Jewish guy. And we were talking about the Masonic and the this and the that, and I'm another one. So I'm number 5. Certain number 6, I don't know, whatever. But I've always been practicing like different things, like spiritual things. I'm not I don't consider myself a religious anything, but I lived in Israel for 3 years, and I brought the hot yoga there. Proud to say, because I wanted to bring peace to the world. So that was kind of my mission, and that was in 2001. And I was there again. I was there through 2005, and then came back and traveled to teach Bikram yoga in over 50 studios for 3 years. Then I went back. I didn't go back to Israel until last year before October 7th. So I was there for a month right before it all happened. Yeah. And my very first student that was doing Bikram yoga with me inside my little apartment at 6:30 in the morning with no heat and a little mirror on the wall. She'd do that with me a few times a week, and I would charge her like $10, like it was a private class, right? And so she's with me now online. She's still with me online since COVID. So yeah, it's just amazing. So we're all like family. We all are interconnected, everything is done for a reason, a purpose. And it's really nice to see all of you here and connect with everybody and be a part of this. And I really thank you, Michele, for putting this together. Yeah. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I don't know that I was really talking into a speaker.
I would love Daniel. On a side note, though, I just honestly, Marcia was the only teacher, I just used to hate her because she always would correct me. I was like, oh, why does she always have to tell me what I'm doing wrong? And now I love her for it because it's like we need to be told, or we don't grow, and it's just, you're a blessing in my life. And we kept running into each other at the farmers markets and just got to be friends, and it just makes it so much easier to get the correction. I love you. I love all my Hebrew friends here. I'm Jewish too, you probably wouldn't have guessed, but my mom's French Tunisian, so I'm a Sephardic Jew. But anyway, I love the New Yorkers because I feel like they just, they just cut to the chase and attracted to people that are just not afraid to tell their truth. But I have a like attracts like, and there's likes in a lot of you, obviously, to me, and we're all one really in an omnipresent field. We're all really one, and if we can remember that and see the good in each other everywhere we go, I think this world will be a better place. That said, let's talk to this beautiful soul who hold up for me.
Hi, thank you everyone for coming in this evening. Can everyone hear me? Thank you everyone for coming in this evening. Welcome to my restaurant, Daniel's Table. Thank you, Michele, Allie, everyone for putting this together. I just want to go over the food real quick, and then because I know that you're probably a little hungry. So the first course that everybody put out, thank you. The first course that we put out, there's no meat. It's all forage mushrooms from Washington, cauliflower, chanterelle, red lobster mushrooms, blue chanterelles, and it basically I was going for a cassoulet without the pork belly, without the beans, but it has potatoes, peppers, and smoked tomatoes is in that. So it's just really simple. It goes well with the first course. What are we doing? Citrus and NA sparkling white. And then we also have 2 more drinks for you coming up with a little surf and turf. Are there any vegetarians or vegans here by any chance? What? You're a vegan? You're going to be what? You're going to be leaving, so you don't want something? Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know ahead of time, but I have stuff for you. You don't have to leave if you don't want to. And we're very accommodating to all dietary aspects of eating, but everybody's good with beef and fish. Okay, perfect. You're allergic to fish. Oh, it's terrible. And okay, so you're good with beef. Okay, so everybody else is good, right? Okay, excellent. We're gonna do salad last course. and then we're going to jump into a little finger pastry after that. So thank you again. I just want to make sure that nobody's going to have to need a shot of, what do they call that thing in the leg? Yeah, whatever that is. Okay, but it's so everybody's good. Thank you again, everybody, for coming. I hope you enjoy everything so far, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you.